Cambridge IGCSE 0580 is our course code. It's paper 2 variant 1 and this is extended variant for May-June 2021. These instructions you guys already know about the exam paper, that if you have to use somewhere the value of the pi, you will use 3.142 or your calculator value also you can use. And give non-exact numeral answers correct to 3 significant figures or to 1 decimal place for angles in degrees. If your angles are in degrees, so you should must give them the answer to 1 decimal place. Okay. For this paper, total marks are 70. And mostly the questions are the short questions. Let's start with the question number 1. In question number 1, this shape is given. This is actually a square shape because you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 box, 4 box. And it has been asked to write down the order of the rotational symmetry. Now, order of rotational symmetry, when we write, order of rotational symmetry is if you rotate a shape in 360 degree, okay? Rotating in 360 degree, how many times the shape get exact same shape? So this is a square whose these 4 corners are shaded. So if you will rotate it, for example, if you will rotate it from here through 90 degrees, so what will happen? This corner will reach here, and this corner will shift here, and this corner will shift here, and this corner will shift here. Then if you will rotate through 180 degrees, then initially this corner will shift here. Okay. So rotating through complete 360 degree, this shape will take the shape, the same shape. It will get the similar shape. If you will see, it will get 4 times the same shape. So we will say the order of rotational symmetry for this shape is 4. Means rotating it through 360 degree, this shape will get 4 times the similar shape. And then part B is on the diagram, draw all the lines of symmetry. Lines of symmetry you are doing from very basics, if you remember. How do we draw the line of symmetry? A line of symmetry is a line that if you draw and fold the shape on that line, the shape will be exactly, drawing such a line, the 2 sides of the shape will be exactly same. So for this one we can draw, for a square we can draw 4 lines of symmetry. For example, this can be a line of symmetry. Look, the shape upside and downside will be same. There can be another line of symmetry also. That is, if you draw, this is a line of symmetry, because if you fold the shape, look, this side and this side will be exactly same. There can be another line of symmetry also. Like if you draw from here, this is a line of symmetry. There can be another line of symmetry, this one also. For the line of symmetry, if you cut the shape at the line of symmetry, the 2 shapes you get will be exactly same. They will be reflection of each other. So these are the possible line of symmetry. 2 marks are for that. That's very simple question about the order of rotational symmetry. For example, if a circle is given, circle will have infinite order of symmetry. Second question is the probability that a train is late is 0.15. Write down the probability that the train is not late. Remember the rule, if you have the probability of A, then how we find the probability of not A? We find it 1 minus probability of A. So now it is actually given the probability of the train to be late. It is given the probability of the train to get late is 0.15. So what will be the probability of not getting late? It will be 1 minus probability of getting late using the same rule. If you have the probability of A and you want to find the probability of not A, it will be 1 minus probability of A. In the same way, if it is not A and you want to find the probability of A, what we do? Probability of A will be 1 minus probability of not A. So the same rule we use here also. It was given that the probability that the train will get late is 0.15. So what will be the probability that the train will not be late? It will be 1 minus probability of the late. So do it 1 minus 0.15. So let's calculate that. Wait a second, let me open the calculator here. So it will become 1 minus 0.15. It is 0.85. That is pretty simple. Question number 3. The stem and leaf diagram shows the number of hours that each of 16 students studied last week. This is the stem and leaf diagram. Key is also given. If we have 1/2, it represents 12 hours. You have to find the median. Okay. So here we have the stems, here we have the leaves. How do we find the median? For median, we should know the total number of values. Total number of values here are given. There are 16 students. Even if are not, you can count how many values are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So total number of the values are 16. Now 16 is an even number. And how do we find the median for the even values? The median for the even values is, if let's suppose there are n even values, the median of the even values is, what we do n over tooth. Okay, we take the n over tooth value plus n over 2 plus 1th value, mean one more than the half of the total number of values, and then divide by the total by 2. That will give you the median. So in this case, what is n? N is 16. So if I will take what, it will be 16 over tooth value, that will be 8th, plus then 16 over 2 plus 1. 16 over 2 plus 1th value divided by 2. What is the 16 over 2? 8. It means you will take the 8th value plus 8 plus 1 9th value divided by 2. That will give you the median. So median in that case, what is the 8th value? Start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 8th value. So 8th value will be what? You always have to write the value including the stem. This is 2, this is 7. So it will be 27 plus 9th value. This is the 9th value. So what it will be? With 2, with stem you must have to write. So this is 29 over 2. The detailed lesson about the stem and leaf diagram is already available on the channel. So you can watch that also. So 27 plus 29 divided by 2. What it will give us? That will give us the median. So let's calculate. 27 plus 29 divided by 2. So 28 is the median for this data. Then next, find the mode of the data. Mode is the most repeated value. In case of stem and leaf diagram, how do we find the modes? To find the mode for the stem and leaf diagram, look in any row which number is repeated more. In this one, no number is repeated. In this 2 is repeated 2 times. Any other? No. So yes, in any row for the stem and leaf diagram, which number is repeated more? 1. So 1, if I will write with its stem, it will become 21. So it means 21 is the mode, because this is the most repeated value. Okay. Next one, you have to find the range. Range is always the highest value minus the lowest value. Highest value is the last, mean 4 with 7, 47, minus lowest value. This is the lowest value, 12. That gives us the range. So 47 minus 12, you will take 47 minus 12. Is 35. So 35 is the range for that. Again, the complete lesson for the stem and leaf diagram is available in the channel. Okay, you can go and watch that one as well. This one again parallel lines. Even if it is not given, look, they have the similar arrows, these two lines. So we will say the lines are the parallel lines. If the two lines are parallel, the line crossing them is a transversal. It means this is the transversal, this is the transversal. So remember the rule already. If we have, if this is a these are the two parallel lines, and if a line cross them, so this angle and this angle, they are the corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are equal. This angle and this angle, they are the corresponding angles, so will be equal. In the same way, this angle is corresponding to this, and this angle is corresponding to this one. So using that technique we can do. Secondly, this and this angle, they are vertically opposite angles, so they will be equal. Okay. This angle and this angle are vertically opposite, so they will be equal. So we basically we have to find A, B, and C. So look, these two lines are parallel. This line and this line, they are parallel. So it means this angle is corresponding to this angle. Yes. Using that, if this one and this one, they are having the same position, so we will say they will be equal. It means I can say B will be equal to, if I have to write B, so B will be 37. The reason is they are corresponding angles. In the same way, if you look at that one, this and this angle should be equal. Yes. So what A will be? A will be 59 because they are vertically opposite angles. So A is 59. Now how we will find the C? For C, if you add A, B, and C, it should give 180 degree. It will make 180 degree. So what is A? A we already found is 59 plus B is 37. So what will be C? C we have to find right as it is. So from here calculate them. 59 plus 37 make 96. So 96 plus C is equal to 180. So what C will be? 180 minus 96. So it will be 180 minus 96, 84. So this is 84 degrees. What is A? A we found A was 59, B 37, and C as 84. So we found these angles using the rules of the parallel lines. Again, the video of the parallel line is available on the channel. Still you have any doubt, please feel free to ask. Next one, workout. This is given a column vector, a column vector. Remember, if we have the two column vector like A, B, and the other column vector is this is CD. How do we add them? We add the corresponding A with C, B with D. So use for this one here, what it will be 6 plus 8. I can write it 6 plus 8, and this is minus 5 minus 1. What it will be 6 plus 8 is 14, minus 5 minus 1 is minus 6. That is, so it means final answer you have to write here 14 minus 6. Then next part, how do we multiply? If you remember the rule, if you have like a number A and you have to multiply with the column vector xy, so A will multiply with both. It will become AX, AY. So here 3, it means you will multiply 3 with minus 4 will be minus 12, 3 with 7 will be 21. So your answer will be minus 12, 21. Okay, so that's simple, and you can say very easy question where till this one there was no difficulty in doing them at all. Okay, let's move to the next one. This is about the sequence. Remember sequences, we studied the 3 types of the sequences. Now here it is given the nth term of the sequence is given. Find the first three term of the sequence. First three term mean you have to find the first term. For first term, what will be n? N will be 1. So you will write for first term, n will be 1. So this is the general formula for the nth term. So what will be the first term? Mean put n is equal to 1 here. It will become 1 square plus 3 into 1. It will be 1 plus 3, that is 4. So first term it mean is 4. Then for second term, what we will do for second term? We have to use n is equal to 2. So put n is equal to 2, it will be 2 square plus 3 into 2. So 2 square is 4 plus 6, that is 10. So it means 10. So for third term, you have to use n is equal to 3. So put n is equal to 3 here. It will be 3 square plus 3 into 3. What is 3 square? 3 square is 9 plus 3 into 3, 9. So it is 18. So it means the sequence will be, the three term of the sequence will be 4, 10, and 18. You can check the calculation again. If any calculation is involved, please check the calculation carefully. So 4, 10, and 18, these are the terms of the sequence. Now next is, there are the first 5 terms of a different sequence. Find the nth term of the sequence. Now to find the nth term of the sequence, what we need to do? We need to first identify the sequence. The sequence can be arithmetic sequence, it can be quadratic, can be cubic, can be geometric. So first determine the sequence, and the easiest way to determine the sequence is, what you should do second minus first. If you do second minus first, what it give you? 18 minus 25 minus 7. Third minus second, again it will be minus 7. Fourth minus third, minus 7. Then this minus this. So when you subtracted, you did, if you do second minus first, that comes equal to third minus second, that comes equal to fourth minus third, and so on. We call such sequence as arithmetic sequence. And what we found, that is called the common difference. It means in this case, that is your common difference, the first difference. If first difference is equal, we call it arithmetic sequence. And what is the nth term for the arithmetic sequence? The formula for nth term of arithmetic sequence is a1 plus n minus 1 into d. This is d, what you found here. So we know that d is equal to minus 7, and a1 is the first term. This is the first term. So a1 is equal to 25. So put the value here. What will be the nth term? Nth term will be, what is a1? a1 is 25 plus n are the number of terms. We have to write as it is because we don't know how many terms. So d is minus 7. Now simplify it, so you will get the nth term. It will become 25. This minus 7n, this minus and minus will become plus 7. Now 25 plus 7, what it will be? 32. So 32 minus 7n, that will be the formula for the nth term of this sequence. Okay, this was an arithmetic sequence. Again, an easy question, and still the video about the sequences, all types of the sequences, is available in the channel. If you need the separate playlist for that, let me know. I will share that also. So this is your final. So final answer, please write here 32 minus 7. Now question number 7, very easy question. You have to solve the simultaneous equation, and you must show all the working. Now what we need to do, when we have the simultaneous equation, so we will try to make the coefficient of one of the variable equal. Like here, I can make either the coefficient equal for x or for y. I am going to make equal for y. So how I can make equal for y? This is equation number 1. Okay. What I will do, I will multiply it with 5. The complete equation I will multiply with 5. So what it will become? It will become 5 into 2x will become 10x plus 5 with y will become 5y equals to 5 with 3 will become 15. And the other, let it be, because already y have a coefficient of -5, so the coefficient can be similar. So don't do anything with the second equation. Now, after that, when we equate the coefficient, we check the sign of the coefficient. If they have same sign, what we do is subtract. If they have similar sign, we add. For addition, we don't change these signs. So simply what I will do now, they will cancel because plus 5y with -5y. So this what this will be 10x plus 1x, because no coefficient mean the coefficient will be 1. So 10 plus 1, it will be 11x equals to 15 plus 40 will be 55. So what will be x? 55 divided by 11. Okay, so let's calculate it. It will be 5. This value of x you can put in any equation. Okay, I will put it here. If I will put here, it will become 5 minus 5y equals to 40. Take 5 to the other side, so minus 5y equals to 40 minus 5. So what we will have, minus 5y equals to 35. Take this to the other side, so y will be equal to 35 over minus 5, which will be minus 7. So it means the value of x is 5 and the value of y is minus 7. You can verify this also, and the way of verification is very simple. Just put the value in the given equation from where you can verify it. So that is clear. Very simple question again. For simultaneous equation, the complete videos are there already. So write finally the values of x and y here. X is 5 and y is minus 7. Next, I think it's the easiest question. Without using a calculator, work out this one. So how from the numbers? Basic question. This is a mixed number. Convert the mixed number into fraction. So you will multiply 8 with 1, then add this 3. 8 times 1, 8 plus 3, 11. So it will become 11 over 8 minus 5 over 6. Then this is a fraction. So for fraction, we must have to make the similar denominator. Now, what can be the same denominator? For that, check the LCM of these numbers. Take the LCM of 8 and 6. For LCM, divide by 2. So it can be 2 times 4, 8, 8 times 3, 24. So 24 can be their similar denominator. So how you can make from 8 24? You should multiply it with 3. If you are multiplying the denominator with 3, you should must multiply the numerator with 3 also. Minus, this is 5 over 6. I want to make here 24. So multiply this with 4. So this, what it will become? 33 over 24 minus 20 over 24. The same denominator now, write one time, so it will be 33 minus 20. That will be 13 over 24. So this is the simplest. It is already in the lowest form. We did not use any calculator because you must have to show this working. Okay. So clear. That is, check again if the calculation, any mistake in the calculation, 33, 13, 24, 20. Yeah, it is correct. Okay. So that will be. Next, from the coordinate geometry, this question is, A is a point, B is a point, find the coordinate of the midpoint. You know, if you have the point A as x1, y1, point B as x2, y2. So for their midpoint, what are the coordinate of the midpoint? The formula for the coordinate of the midpoint is x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. So if you say this has x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. So how do we find the midpoint? Just add the x coordinate, divide by 2. So midpoint will be 5 plus 9 over 2 minus 5 plus 3 over 2. So it will be 14 over 2 is 7. This will be minus 2 over 2 minus 1. So finally it means midpoint has a coordinate 7 minus 1. That is part B is find the length of AB. If you have the 2 points A and B, how do we find the length of AB? We use the distance formula. The length of AB is given by this formula. It is x2 minus x1 square y2 minus y1 square. So just put the values of x1, x2, y1 and y2. Now what is x2? x2 is here 9 minus x1 is 5. So 9 minus 5 square plus y2. What is y2? y2 is 3 minus y1 is minus 5 square. Okay, so that will be now 9 minus 5 is 4, 4 square is 16 plus 3 minus will become plus, it will be 8, 8 square is 64. So 16 plus 64 square root, calculate that, is 4 square root of 5. Also you can write it in the decimal, it is your choice, and there is no restriction on that. It's better write the final answer in the decimal, so you can convert it into decimal as well. 8.944. Okay, so it will be 8.944. So what you should do, round to 3 significant, 1, 2, 3, so leave that. So 8.94 is the final answer. Very easy if you remember the midpoint formula and the distance formula. Again, many such questions are available with our coordinates geometry video. This one is a question of transformation. In the transformation, you have been asked to describe the transformation from triangle A onto triangle B. A trick I'm going to tell you, 3 marks are there. Okay, 3 marks will be either for enlargement or will be for the rotation. So look at this one. This is A. You have been asked from A to B. Okay, this is B. So they are of the same size. It is not looking enlargement. Clearly, this is not the enlargement. But this one is rotation. Why this is rotation? Because look, enlargement, there is a clear change in the size. But in this case, you can't see any change in the size. So this is clearly looking a rotation. Okay. In rotation now, what other 2 things are center of rotation and angle of rotation? So first thing you will say it is rotation. Okay. Then what about the center? Look at this one. This coordinate. What are these? This coordinate. This coordinate is 2 minus 7. Yes. If you look at its corresponding coordinate, it is this one. This one is minus 6, minus 3. Okay. So there is no swapping actually. Minus 6, minus 3. If there is no swapping, it means it is not about 0, 0. It might be about some other point. For example, if you check 0, 1, okay, you can take a tracing paper and rotate it. To me personally, it's looking, if this is the center, it can be, because from this center, if I measure these coordinates, what it will be, 1, 2, 3, 3 minus 7, and this one will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it might be, no, it will not work. Okay, then check with this one. You can use the tracing paper. Okay, take a tracing paper. With the tracing paper, rotate it. Draw the tracing paper, and from the tracing paper, when you will rotate with this center, let's check with this center. This is 0, 1. From here, coordinate are 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 minus 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So with the center, if I take the coordinate for this point are 2 minus 6, and for this one are getting minus 6 minus 2. So actually what is happening? It's happening like this one. XY is changing to, you can see its sign is not changing. It is becoming Y. The sign of X is changing. This was 2, so it become minus 2. So this happened in what type of the rotation? This happens in 90 degree. If your rotation is 90 degree anti-clockwise. Okay. So you will say it means this is rotation. This rotation is 90 degree anti-clockwise with center 0 minus 1. So you can try it, take the tracing paper, draw it, fix it here and rotate. You will see this triangle will come here. So that is because 3 marks will be either for rotation or for the next triangle A onto C. You have to describe that also. Okay, this is A, this is C. Clearly, look, the triangle gets smaller. It means it is enlargement. So you will say this is enlargement. For enlargement, we need the center of enlargement. Okay, for center of enlargement, what we will do, I will take, for example, this one, I will join with the corresponding one and increase it further. Then this one, I will join and will increase further where it can be. Similarly, this one, third side, corresponding sides I have to. So where they all crossed, that will be the center of the enlargement. Wait a second, if I reduce the size a little bit, yes, let's see here. Look at this one. So this is the point where they all are crossing. And what is that? It is 6, 6. So I will say this is enlargement with the center 6, 6. And now scale factor. For scale factor, look, as we are going from A to C, so for the later, it has one side divided by the first one has 3 sides. So scale factor will be 1/3. I will say scale factor is 1/3. Next, part B is draw the image of A after translation by vector 210. Now you have to translate it by the vector 210. So how do we translate? This tells us about the X shifting. This tells us about the Y shifting. I mean, what you have to do, for example, each one, this one, 1, 2, then 10 toward Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it means this point will shift here. What about this one? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This point will shift here. What about this one? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In case of confusion, please feel free to ask me about this topic. The video of this complete topic is available on the channel. So join that one. This is your new triangle after the translation for the part C. So we showed that work as well. That is. Okay.